Let's start. Oh wait, I'm facing the wrong way. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of K News, brought to you by none other than Ko Rilakuma. I know my costume is called Ko Rilakuma, but I just can't be bothered saying Ko in front of Rilakuma every single time. I think I bought the wrong outfit. But anyway, welcome. So today we are going to talk about a few controversies surrounding Blackpink member Jennie Kim. I'm sure some of you are already aware of the news circulating around her recently about her newly formed relationship with EXO Kai. Apparently, the relationship first came to light when a local news source in Korea released photos of them going on a drive together. SM released a statement acknowledging their more than friendly relationship while YG kept silent. Eventually, they did release a statement that they were not aware of the relationship and are looking into it. It seems to be their default statement from everything. Obviously, this news caused a lot of drama in the K-pop community. Lots of people were really furious about what happened. Not because that Jennie was found out to be dating another member, but because of the different treatment that they got. I mean, there are a lot of comments saying that it wasn't fair for other K-pop idols in the past who have gotten terminated because of the same kind of thing that happened. For example, E'Dawn and Hyuna. You could argue that they were from a different company and that it's not really an equal comparison. Some people did mention this K-pop trainee who apparently never got to debut with Blackpink, and her name is Miyeon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm so sorry. Around the time of Blackpink's debut in 2016, it was announced that the number of members, which was originally planned to be 9, had been reduced to the current 4. Among these 5 members who did not debut as a member of Blackpink was a trainee named Miyeon. Although the reason she did not debut with Blackpink is unclear, rumor has it that she had been caught on a trip to Japan with mix and match contestant Jung Jin-hyun. Again, sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And asked to leave. We'll never know, but if that proved to be true, then you could say it's unfair. And a lot of people have been mentioning about this particular issue and drawing comparisons as to how YG seems to be taking this case a little differently. There are comments saying on Instagram, I mean, Jennie is so sweet, but she needs to be punished too. I bet if the others were caught dating, they would be fired in a heartbeat. They fired Miyeon for dating, so they should be fair and fire her. I think this whole K-pop idol no dating thing is really intense. I feel like it's not very human, and I think it's really strict. If anything, I feel really sorry for these idols that have been forced to leave their agencies because they were caught doing something that anybody else would be allowed to do. I would argue that maybe that's a rule that should be reconsidered and maybe adapted to today's entertainment industry, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. And it actually has also been announced like a day ago that Jennie and Kai have now broken up. And I can't help but think that a big part of the reason they did is because whatever they do is always going to be under the scrutiny of the public eye, and I can't help but feel really sad. I think for K-pop idols, they live a really strict life and they give up so much for their fans, including, personal freedom such as that. I also just wanted to bring up the case of Jennie's solo debut song called Solo. There was a lot of talk about that as well. Jennie's Solo was released about 2 months ago on the Blackpink official YouTube. It did raise a lot of talk about the implications of that. YG did claim that all 4 members will be releasing solos, but if you just go through the Blackpink official Instagram, you'll find a lot of comments of fans being almost to the point of outrage at this whole thing. There's people saying like that 40 out of 60 of the posts since 25th October has been a Jennie solo post. YG needs to stop with these posts already. Yes, we support Jennie as a soloist, but ever thought that there are 3 other members who are equally as deserving? You all are saying that, oh, the other members will have the solos and be promoted as much, but how do you know that will actually happen? Even if they have the solos, how do you know that they will be promoted as such as Jennie is now? I honestly don't think YG will. At the recent award show, they made it look like Jennie was the star and the other 3 are her backups. Give them a proper album, release all their solo songs at once with equal promotion. That's what Big Hit does, and it works out well with no controversy and clearly showing that each member is appreciated. Please. But one thing I do agree is it would be a smarter option or a smarter choice to release all of their solos at the same time to prevent this kind of feedback. And I think that is what Big Hit does, and Big Hit has 7 members, so if anything it would be harder to make them all equal, but they do release them with equal promotion, and I feel like that's worked really well, at least for Big Hit. It would be an interesting idea if YG also did the same. And there's other comments like this one: please do better for Lisa, dance cut for DDD cut, horrible outfits, no screen time at award shows, least amount of variety appearances, barely speaks in interviews, little amount of lines in square up. This is so boring. The only thing they upload is about Jennie. There are other 3 members that are important too, you know. I'm sorry, I just pointed out that Jennie always gets treated better. Like every song she gets to be the first one to sing, and she sings the most and get rap. Well, you get the point. I think this person's trying to say that she always gets, you know, more lines or like the better lines, or she's the first one to rap, gets better outfits. It's kind of almost like as if they're treating her as she's a leader. I'd actually argue that Blackpink's not the only group where they would get unequal amount of lines or screen time. I do know that especially with like BTS in their earlier days, like Jin or Sugar used to not get a lot of screen time or lines at all, or I think J-Hope as well. So I feel like that's not, you know, just limited to Blackpink. People are making it out to be so bad that they're saying things like Jennie will be the cause of the disbandment of this group. I do feel like it is quite serious. If you go through the Blackpink official Instagram, it is for a very, very, very long time all posts about Jennie's solo song, which I think is great, that she's getting a lot of promotion and that the company's taking care of her, because the last thing you want is for a member to debut with a solo and it doesn't do well, which can be really bad as well. It is also true that Blackpink is 4 members and they really should not forget that, especially with all of this negative feedback that's evident in a lot of the comments on their posts. Again, it could have been prevented if they posted maybe even half of these onto Jennie's personal Instagram instead, and then the fans who want to see posts from Blackpink can just follow the Blackpink official Instagram, and the fans who want to follow Jennie can follow her personal Instagram page. At the end of the day, I think a lot of the drama and problems could have been avoided if YG was just a little bit more upfront and transparent about it. I do think it would make a huge difference if they could communicate more to the fans and kind of, you know, respect their questions and their opinions. I feel like there has been many instances of them kind of just covering things up and just pretending that everything's okay. I think it's that type of behavior that makes the fans feel really upset or really betrayed. I definitely don't think there's anything wrong with Jennie dating or, you know, Jennie coming out with a solo song. Actually, on the contrary, I'm really quite happy for her, because I think it can be really hard as a K-pop idol to debut with your own song, especially if you are in an existing group already. I'm really glad that she was able to do that. This kind of reminds me of the whole Jennie is lazy controversy that happened, like I think it was around mid last year. A few YouTube videos were posted that featured Jennie being lazy in live performances where she wouldn't actually do the dance moves properly while, you know, the other Blackpink members would. But you can pretty much take anything out of context and then frame it any way you want, especially, you know, to make Jennie look bad. It's very possible that these videos could just be completely taken out of context. But we won't know. YG could have responded to these and, you know, just pointed out that they were probably taken out of context and made a statement saying that Jennie was sick or she couldn't perform properly or something like that. But they actually went ahead and did the opposite, or like they did something way worse. They copy striked all the videos that featured these lazy compilations and they completely blocked and removed it from YouTube. I think it's exactly that behavior that is ultimately causing fans to feel really betrayed and upset, and there's a lot of distrust that comes out of that as well. But yeah, I don't want to get too into it. That's just my opinion, and what do I know, because I'm just Kuma. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Please comment below and join the conversation. And yeah, until next time, see ya later. Bye.